Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. If you've ever wondered how to get a mentor, this video will be helpful because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, you may have wanted a mentor at some point in your life. You may want a mentor now. You might even know who you really want. Like, you may have the perfect person in mind, but maybe you don't know how to ask. So today we're going to talk about how to ask someone to mentor you, right? So I think that, first of all, it's a great thing to consider doing. It's a great thing to think about and be conscious about and to be proactive about, rather than just sort of letting serendipity happen and someone sort of shows up and, oh, by the way, this person is now mentoring me. Now that sometimes happens. Sometimes we get lucky or things just sort of fall into place and we sort of recognize later that that's what's happened. But there are times when we might want to be more proactive about that. And I congratulate you for that thought, but you may want to know how do I actually approach someone to do that? So I've got 4 ideas for you today about how to do that, right? So first thing I want you to do is to think about them first. Chances are, if you look up to them and you want their help in their perspective in some way or another, they're busy. They've got a lot on their plate. They've got a lot going on. Think about them first. Think about their situation. Think about what it is that you really, why it is that you want to work with them. But start by thinking about them and their situation before you think about yourself. Second thing is to share why you value them. So when you reach out to that person, whether it's in an email or whether it's in a face-to-face meeting or on a phone call, you want to start out by sharing with them why you value them. Hey, I really appreciate you in this way. I really value the way in which you do that. I've admired the way in which you deliver that particular sort of information, whatever that might be. That connection is an important part of this. Number one is it starts to direct the nature for the other person. The other thing is that person is human. And especially the higher in an organization perhaps that person goes, the less feedback they may get. The less times they may really get a true, genuine compliment. And you're talking about a human being. And so someone that when they get a true, genuine compliment that's specific, like I've just described, that is tremendously valuable. So let them know why you value their opinion and give them that feedback. Next, think about how you can provide value first. Think about what you could be doing for them. And in a perfect situation, you've already know that there's a certain project that they're working on, or there's something very specific that they're interested in, and you open the conversation with, listen, I wanted to reach out to you because of how much I look up to you in this way and this way and this way, all the stuff we talked about a minute ago. Sharing why you value them, and then say, and so in doing that, I wanted to share this article with you that I thought you might find useful, or I wanted to share this information with you that I thought you might be helpful, or in some way, if you have a way of thinking about what their goals are and getting in front of that by helping them first, that's great. If not, at least ask the question, I'd really like to know how I could be of service to you. How can I help you? And then the last thing is to ask for specific help. See, if what we do is just say, hey, would you mentor me? While someone might be flattered and might even want to say yes, it's hard to say yes to that, because what does that really mean? And what are they committing to? And what time length are they committing to? And more. So if you ask for specific help, hey, I really appreciate the way you speak in front of groups, and I'd like you to mentor me to help me get better at that. Or I, like you, am trying to move from the finance part of the business into marketing, and I'd really like you to help me think about how I navigate the path that you've done successfully. Whatever that is, asking for specific help makes it easier for them to say yes, and also sets the table for clear expectations. See, sometimes when people are looking for a mentor, the mentor's thinking, well, this is like I'm making some sort of lifetime commitment. Don't be expecting that. Be expecting how you can get some specific help and from the wisdom and guidance of a mentor. Now, maybe that relationship ends up being long-term, and that would be great. But don't ask for that out of the gate. Ask for something that is specific enough that it makes it easier for them to say yes to. As I said before, thinking about having mentors and being proactive to go out and find them is a valuable thing. I hope that you consider doing it. Even if you weren't considering that before you started watching this video, I hope that you'll do that, and I hope that the steps that I've shared with you will help make that ask a lot easier for you. Here's today's tweet. Don't leave mentorship to chance. Be willing to ask people to mentor you. When you do, you will both win. Well, I hope you found this to be a useful episode of Remarkable TV, and it's sort of this idea of mentorship and mentoring relates to the idea of coaching. And in fact, in the Remarkable Coaching Workshop, we talk about the differences and the similarities between coaching and mentoring, and which of those roles we play as a leader, and how to play both of them. But in the Remarkable Coaching Workshop, which I lead, I'd love to have you join me, where you would come with a group of folks like you who want to become more effective coaches and mentors. And we work through a 2-day interactive, engaging learning experience where we have a great time and we work hard and we learn a lot. And you leave with practical ideas how you can be more successful back in your coaching world. Hope that you'll take a chance to take a look at that workshop and what it has to offer. And I hope that you'll join me for the next one of those workshops when it's near you. And before we go, let me thank you for watching and encourage you to come back in the future, but also to take a chance to share any comments or thoughts below. We'd love to hear your feedback, but we also like to know what you'd like me to talk about in future episodes. We're watching and we're taking note. Thanks so much again, and I look forward to talking to you on the next episode of Remarkable TV.